Hi, this is Paul, and I am along the way without my lovely wife Lynn this time. I apologize for that. She'll be back in a future video. But today, I'd like to share a few minutes with you to offer an organizational tip that will help get your office kind of under control. This is one of a few effective tools that I've picked up along the way that I'd like to share with you. Not everybody has the same organizational needs or style. This works well for me. I just hope it's something that you can adapt for your own situation. One caveat here, you will need a clean desktop in order for this organizational tool to work well for you. So if that's not the case, then your first tip is to get your desk clean. But assuming that you've got a surface that is manageable, we're going to talk about using your desktop as more than just a support for your computer, more than just a support for your feet. This is going to be a visual organizational tool that you will use day in and day out, and it's very easy to put together. So to do that, I'm going to show you my desktop, and I will do my best not to get you dizzy as I move the camera around, but to show you what I have done with my particular desktop. So here we go. And I'm going to turn you around here so that you should be able to see, and let me tip it that way a little bit. All right. What you see there are three documents that I use on a regular basis. The one at the corner is a sheet that lists all of our elected officers. It also includes their tenure after their name, how many years they have left to serve. And it's a quick reference to those who are elected into office, such as elders or deacons, trustees, our deaconesses, and other offices. So anytime I need to remember who I need to address on a particular subject, I've just got a quick reference guide there. I don't have to try and remember every name. It just comes right quickly there. Right next to it, that little portion of a sheet stuffed under my glass top. And that, by the way, the glass top is a real blessing, and I know not everyone has that. But if you do have a glass top, I just slide the sheets under there. And then when I'm ready to remove them or change them out, I take a little business card and that slides right between the glass and the desk and works the sheet of paper out and allows me to put a new one in. Well, to the right of our elected officers, that little half sheet, third of a sheet actually, that is something I picked up from John Maxwell at one of his leadership seminars, the 26 Laws of Leadership, several years ago. It's an acronym built on the words "a plan ahead," and it has to do with walking your church through change. Anytime you're starting a new ministry, establishing a vision for something new and unfamiliar, it gives you some very good tips for launching that ministry without creating a lot of havoc and making sure you communicate with the right people at the right time, those kinds of things. So I pretty much duplicated that. So thank you, John Maxwell. I appreciate that help from your seminar. I've adapted it just a little bit for our particular situation, but it's virtually the same as what I received from him. And immediately to the right of that is a diagram that I put together to sketch out the process that a pastoral candidate goes through. I'm currently mentoring someone in vocational ministry. So it can be at times more than one person. Right now it's one. So this is a graphic that I put together that highlights certain courses that I've designed that are part of my mentoring of this candidate. And so he's got courses showing there on the outside of that elongated loop that deal with everything from biblical interpretation to the Spirit-Filled Life, Healthy Family, Sermon Preparation, Christian Leadership Training, etc., etc. And so that elongated loop basically diagrams a year and the courses that will be required of that mentoree throughout the year. They are intensive courses, usually just one day, a 2 or 3 hour block of time, usually on a Sunday evening. And I invite the whole congregation to attend. Anybody who's interested in the topic is welcome to attend, but the one who's being mentored is required to. The inside of that loop, the red boxes, are milestones the candidate has to reach in his preparation for vocational ministry with our denomination. So it's a quick reference guide, one piece of paper outlining a year of basic responsibilities, and the candidate gets a copy. I keep a copy on my desk, as you see. Very quick and easy reference. All right, so swinging around here, I am fortunate that the church provided me with a credenza, and that also has a glass top, for which I'm grateful. And so what you see here in the green is this month's calendar, and that gets produced by our administrative assistant. Each month, at the end of the month, she produces the next month's calendar. That slides right under the glass top. To the right of that, I have a list of missionaries who are home off the field and available for guest preaching or missions conference or something like that. And that's a list that gets updated regularly. So I've got a sheet there for quick reference. And then next to that in the orange is last month's, November's calendar. So typically what I will do, I'll have both the previous month and the current month under glass on my desktop for quick reference. And when a new calendar comes available, I take my oldest one out, replace it with the newest one. The oldest one goes in a file within my desk drawer. I've got on the corner of my credenza there a stand which outlines some of the basic stages of our church plant process that's taking place in Gainesville. And again, that just makes for a very quick reference. So that's my organizational tip for today. Take advantage of your physical desktop as an organizational tool, a very quick reference tool to find some of the most important things that you use on a regular basis. I hope you found this helpful. I'd love to hear what kinds of tools you use, what you have creatively come up with in your ministry setting. Please put that in the comment below so we can all benefit from each other's experience. If you have questions about this, other comments, would love to hear it. So just please include those. Give us a thumbs up if this has been a helpful issue of along the way. Please share this with your friends and colleagues in ministry, and especially those who are in churches where they really want to see God do something new and fresh and vital. I hope you'll pass this on to them. Subscribe and make sure that you get each edition of Along the Way as it comes out. So again, hope this was helpful. I will talk to you soon, and before too long, we'll have my wife back here as well. Thank you for watching from Along the Way. God bless.